As we experience the cold spells and then the milder spells, which are typical for this time of year, the watershed will respond to those. So when it gets milder, we'll have a little bit of melt, so you can expect rivers and creeks to move a little faster. We don't have any immediate concerns with what's forecasting, with what has been forecasted. We expect lake levels to continue on their downward trend with the annual winter drawdown, but river flows will likely remain a little bit higher than normal for the foreseeable future. We did issue a watershed condition statement, water safety, over the Christmas holiday based on a weather forecast for pretty significant precipitation. However, that precipitation did not materialize, and most of the snowpack, which is fairly substantial right now, absorbed most of the rain that we did receive. Waterways this time of year, or any time of year, you should use extreme caution around them. This time of year, the banks can be extremely unstable and slippery. Many creeks and rivers are currently still open and running quite quickly. People should keep a close eye on their children and pets around water bodies, and people should never travel across newly formed ice. We assess the water level trends and flows against the targets and the zones prescribed in the annual operating plans. We also monitor snow water content and snow depth at 5 snow stations across the area. This helps determine the extent of the winter drawdowns on many of the lakes in the Muskoka River watershed, and it also helps to inform our flood forecasting and warning program. So for our flood forecasting and warning program, we use watershed conditions such as levels and flows, the weather forecast, the snow water content to help determine if a local flood message is required. These messages are issued to help people who live, work, and play around the water prepare for a potential high water event. Much like weather-related watches and warnings, people need to listen to local media outlets and check municipal sources to see if a message has been issued. These messages are also posted to the Surface Water Monitoring Centre's public webpage at www.ontario.ca/flooding. And if people are aware of a weather forecast that contains extreme rain or some nice weather where the snowpack might begin to melt, it's a good idea to check these sources to see if a message has been issued by the local Ministry of Natural Resources.